This is a special podcast for me because I'm with my 17-year-old son, Mason, today. And today is going to be about everything that you think about what a teenager is. But to really find out who they are, you've got to have a conversation with them. And the conversation starts now.
Connecting the dots, connecting his guests to the world, creating more connections. Welcome to The Connection. Meet your host, author, coach, Air Force veteran, Jay Morales.
All right, Mace, are you excited?
I'm really excited. Let's get started.
Yeah, I know, kind of nervous, right? How do you feel right now, honestly?
I mean, yeah, it's a little. I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Because this is my first one.
Yeah. Do you feel like frightened or, do you feel?
No, I don't feel frightened. I just know this is going out to a ton of people. So
Yeah, not a big deal. You and I are having a good conversation. And remember, when you give your answers to me, I want you to be honest. I want you to think about it and take your time. Section number 1 is about identity and pressure. Identity and pressure. And I want you to think about self-reflection here, Mason. What do you think adults misunderstand most about people your age?
I think about my age. Adults usually expect like some kids to be like all like good kids and kids who just really want to, just be good all around. But then like there's some kids that their parents don't realize that are always either misbehaving about stuff that they don't know or going out, partying, doing all of that. But like me, I don't like that type of stuff because I know what it could get me into. And I just like to avoid trouble because I just want to be the best version of myself.
You've heard the statement when people say, all teenagers do this. What's some of the stereotypes that you hear right now? All 17-year-olds, all Gen Z is this. What is it?
Like, I mean, we'll have like a big group of either some football guys or just a group of friends going to, like restaurants or like fast food places. And we'll just go in and then we see these older people or like middle-aged people always say they're going to cause trouble or they're going to cause distraction. And people will say we should get out, even though we're just there to eat, just have a good time. We're not trying to cause any distractions or any trouble. We just want to have fun.
How about this? You hear these kids are born so different. These people are just so entitled and so lazy.
I mean, some 17-year-olds can be lazy, but there's a lot that I know that are willing to work, willing to do whatever they need to provide for not only themselves, but other people. They're able to take charge in things. They can really be leaders, whether that's in a sport or not in a sport. They can all do that really well.
Yeah. Do you have lazy friends and friends who aren't lazy?
There's one friend in particular that I know is lazy. I won't say his name, but
don't drop his name.
No, I'm not going to. But then there's a lot that I know that are not lazy at all.
Yeah.
They're always active.
Good. What kind of pressure do you feel the most right now? Is it grades, sports, social image, future, money, expectations? What are some things like, man, I feel this pressure right now on me?
Schooling's a big part of it. That can take a really, really big tank on your mental health. Also, like what you said, financial situations.
Yeah.
That brings in kids who are lazy. They say they want that stuff. Like they need to do it, but they end up not doing it and they put themselves in a bad position.
Yeah.
And that just, they won't make you grow as a person.
Yeah. How about sports? Let's talk about sports. Like, you're 17 years old. You're very active in sports. You've always been active. I want to know what most athletes like yourself think. 17 years old. You've played varsity, junior varsity. You've had a pretty good run at sports. I know you enjoy it. I'm not going to overhype you, but what are some of the pressures you put on yourself?
Mainly, I think one of the main pressures is definitely not wanting the coaches to get mad at you, so you try to impress them in a way, or don't be afraid to ask questions. That's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you ever afraid to ask questions of your
all the time, all the time. And it's a normal feeling, but yeah, it's going to take a bit to grow out of. And once you grow out of it, I think you'll be better as a
Yeah.
person, as an athlete.
What's the difference between asking a question to a coach or questioning the coach? What's the difference?
Asking a coach is you really want to get better. You really want to play the sport or learn this thing in school or learn this life lesson. But when you just question the person, you're just asking for attention. You don't really seek advice or anything, and you just do what you want to do. Instead of listening to them.
No, it's fair. Do you feel more pressure to be successful or to be liked? Do you feel that you want to be successful or would you rather be liked? And then why?
What do you mean by like?
You know, like, do you want to be liked as a person? Would you rather be very successful or do you just want to be liked?
I thought you said light.
Oh, yeah, liked. Sorry.
I mean,
accent.
I think there's both good and bad in both of those. Like, if you want to be liked, there's a lot you have to be willing to do. But if you're a lazy person, that's not going to come to you. You have to work for it. And if you want to be successful, same thing. You want to do it. You don't want to, and you just lay down, be lazy, then it's not going to come to you. So biggest thing is just you have to be willing to work for it, make sacrifices for it, and it will come to you soon.
Yeah. Yeah. I like where this is going. I know we're warming up and I feel you loosening up a little bit. What's something you think about late at night that you usually don't say out loud? What's something that you think, oh, and you know, the day's over, you're tired, you're, perhaps not asleep yet. And you're like, man, I'm thinking about this, but you never say it out loud. What is that?
There's some nights where, as part of like mental health, like you say to yourself, like, I'm not good enough, or I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. But there's this one quote that I really liked that I saw the other day. It said, would you rather be tired and exhausted from the work that you put in, or would you rather be regretful on the work that you didn't do and it comes back to you?
Which would you rather be?
I'd rather be tired and exhausted. Yeah. Because then good comes to you. But when you're just lazy, nothing's going to come to you.
Yeah.
You have to be helping.
Yeah, that's true. You got to work through it. Wow. Just hearing this is the first time I really asked you, and you talk about the things in mental health and you think about the questioning. When they talk about mental health, and we'll talk about that more later, but what does that mean to you, mental health?
For kids my age, it's a big part. It plays a big role in, your daily life, how you do like physically too. And if you're not there mentally, you're not there physically either. There's some kids that I've known, some kids that I've heard about that haven't tried to commit suicide. Yeah, do some bad things themselves. Yeah, mental health is serious.
Do kids your age talk about mental health? Like, is it like, or is it like, man, don't be talking about that? Is it shameful? Is it okay to talk? Like, honestly, what is it? No one walks around like, hey, Mace, how's your mental health today?
No, nobody does that.
Yeah.
I think a really good thing to do is just always just to check on people, always see how they're doing. You never know what they're going through. And it doesn't hurt just going up to somebody, asking how they are, how their day is, what's been going up recently.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're 17 years old. You see one of your buddies who you think are hurting. What do you say, or how do you approach that? Is it weird? Is it awkward sometimes, or
never be weird or awkward about it?
Okay.
Always be open to what they have to say. Be open to what's going on in their life. You can't avoid it.
Yeah.
If you notice someone's hurting or just they're not being themselves, please check up on them.
Yeah. What if someone says to you, hey, don't bother him, man. He's going to get mad.
So what? Please check up on him. It doesn't matter. Don't listen to what other people say unless you know it's the wrong thing, but someone's really hurting, please go up to them.
Yeah, that's good advice, Mason. Wow. Section 2, we're going to talk about values and meaning, right? Values and meaning. We're going to let people visualize your your teen, how you how you think deeply about life, how teens think deeply about life. Okay, so what actually matters to you right now? Not what you're supposed to care about, but what actually matters to you right now. Don't be like, oh, dad, you always tell me to do this. Don't do that. What actually matters to you right now the most? What has been racing through your mind about? Man, this really matters to me.
Definitely family.
Okay.
That's,
Why- why-
I mean, my family has always been with me since day one.
Mhm,
They've always played a big role. They've always supported me.
mhm.
Like you and mom taking me to tournaments for baseball out in town.
Yeah.
Uh, Mom going to watch my wrestling meets in 8th grade that she couldn't watch. Just you guys being there has always been a big part. I mean,
I think though in my mind, you're supposed to care about family, I think, right? Like we teach that, but what else makes it deeper than that? Like, man, yeah, take your time. Like, I want you to think what matters to you right now. Like, is it a jersey you want to buy? Is it a car? Is it
I don't know, you're being nice.
class? Yeah. You know, I want to do this. Like, what matters to you right now? Like, if I said, Mason, this, you like, man, that really matters right now.
I just want to be successful.
What does that mean?
To me, it's just, being supportive of everybody, giving them chances that they think they wouldn't have until you came up, or whether that's, not wanting to work, but, if you won't get the opportunity again, go take it.
Yeah.
Take the opportunity while you have it.
Yeah.
Also, like me and one of my friends starting a business soon.
Yeah. 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 Hard lessons, right? Sometimes it's not all glamorous. And we had an exchange about that the other day.
Yeah.
Right? But talk to me about that. That matters to you right now. Because obviously, tell me why that starting your business at 17 years old matters to you. Why?
Uh, I think it would just set us up financially for college
Oh, okay.
and get us a good 2-4 years college education, but also like creating the connections with customers or creating connections with other coworkers that we
Mhm.
have. Just I think it will really improve our bond together between us two. And I just think relationships are another important part of life, and that's what people don't see. Is
So, do relationships matter to you right now?
relationships really do matter.
Talk to me about someone says to you, you're 17, man. How close of friends could you really have right now?
You could have There's so many friends that you could have that
Yeah.
are super close with you. You just have to I mean,
Can you have too many friends?
no,
Can't?
never too many friends.
Yeah.
No, there's no such thing as too many friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell me about that one. Tell me why.
you can't have too many friends because, I mean, what's the cost of being a nice person?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is true, bro. That costs nothing.
Even if someone doesn't like how nice you are, so what?
Yeah.
So what? Just be it.
Damn, I think that was a mic drop moment. What's the cost of being a nice person?
Mhm.
You're right, because I was almost going to challenge you and say, well, you can't be friends with everybody, right? Like you just can't. But can I talk about your social circle for a minute? Do you have buds that are like a small group and then another set of people who are these friends? And do you have categories of friends?
Um,
Because, I know there's friends that you hang out with all the time.
yeah, and there's some that I see rarely, but
But you still hang out with them, or you
yeah,
don't get
like
to
there's a group that I've loved to hang out with in school, but I
Yeah.
don't really see them often.
Yeah.
Outside of school, but I still love them.
Yeah. It's awesome.
But yeah, I don't really. If there was a category, I'd just say some that I see at school,
Yeah.
I see outside.
Fair.
And there's some that I also see in school, but I also hang out with outside a lot.
Yeah. Talk about the connection you have with your D line, your buddies, right?
The D,
Your defensive line or whatever.
the D line.
Yeah.
Am I able to name drop?
It's up to you. You don't have to name drop, but I just want to describe the bond really.
You know, the bond of those guys it's fun.
So we're talking about your football team. For those of you who don't know what a D line is, that's a defensive line in football.
Some big dudes.
Yeah.
Really big dudes.
So what do you think? Why? What kind of relationship do you have? Is it just superficial with sports, like cool, like,
No.
or how deep does it? I mean, you can't be super deep with all of them, but do you have good connections with them? And describe some of the connections.
We're brothers.
Really?
The whole football team, not just the D line. We're all brethren.
Yeah.
I mean, having the relationships that you have with them, knowing you can count on them, knowing you can trust one another. I think that's the biggest thing. Is that I think just trusting one another and having good relationships can beat talent. Because when you have talent, no discipline.
Yeah.
And then you have a team with, some talent, not big guys, but all the discipline in the world, all the best relationships. Yeah, I think that team could be all the talent.
Yeah, I do believe that. And that's same for business too. How do you, we did this, you talked about success at 17. Okay. You talked about right now what it would take for you to feel successful. Do you think that definition will change over time?
I think it would definitely change over time.
Yeah.
Because, we're only 17 years old. Some of us out there know what we want to do. Some have no idea what we want to do. Others just want to make others, like family or friends, like proud of them. But then there's some that just want to do good for themselves, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own opinion on what success could be for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could definitely change over time.
Yeah. Good. Good that you know that, What kind of life do you not want? You know what you want.
Yeah.
What kind of life do you not want?
I definitely don't want the life where I'm struggling not only with money. I don't want to struggle with relationships, like declining. I don't want to deal with, not being able to see family at all. I don't want to deal with being addicted to any of like all that bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's not my at all.
Does it scare you that that stuff is around?
That scares me.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely still some good in the world, but this world's not all sunshine and rainbows.
It's true. I mean, it's crazy because I can talk about how great it is, right? But there's definitely some dangers. What makes you feel proud of yourself? Here's a brag moment. Okay, this is okay. I know it's hard to talk about, right? Because I know you're not a bragger. But I'm asking you right now because you're going to help some kid out there, some adult understand a 17-year-old, and you might change the way people feel. What are you most proud of yourself right now?
I'm just proud that I was always open to trying new things.
Yeah.
Like when you and mom put me into soccer, I hated it. But
No, but you tried it.
yeah, I wanted to do hockey.
Yeah.
I couldn't skate. I could.
That's
Then I did baseball since kindergarten, football since kindergarten,
yes.
basketball since preschool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've always been proud of being an athlete, and my three other sisters were definitely not athletes. I'm proud of that.
Let's not put them down.
I'm sorry.
It's not about them, bro.
I'm sorry. But it's definitely a blessing that I'm able to enjoy the things that I want to enjoy. And for those others out there, find what you enjoy as early as you can.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it while it lasts, because you wouldn't know when the last day is going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
But just always be open to new things, have an open mind, create all the relationships that you want.
Yeah.
Because, most of my relationships that I have now with friends comes from sports.
Yeah.
Not only school.
Yeah.
Also, like, my friend who I was starting the business with, through baseball.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a big deal. I'm hearing that your relationships that we've built are part of what you enjoy, and that's what you're very proud of. Okay. I like it. Section 3, technology, social media, and reality, right? I mean, I want honest insight, and I'm not going to lecture you here, okay? Don't give me, you're my dad answers either, okay? So just be open. Does social media help people your age more than it hurts, or the opposite?
See, this can go both ways. This is debatable.
So I used to use the telephone. Okay.
Yeah.
So I used to use the telephone. The telephone was great.
Yeah.
And the telephone was bad. You have social media. That's your telephone now. Right. Could it be bad for you?
Easily.
Okay.
It could definitely be
Yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, online threats. I that's,
Do you ever get threatened online? Have you?
there's been a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't think much of it.
Yeah. Like, what did they say to you?
There's been some people that have been like saying they kill me or something.
Do you know them?
No,
Just how do these people get to you? Like, that's what I want to
it's
know.
not against me.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, how do they find you to? Is it just rando?
It's random. Most of them are random. Some have been like people that I've like met, but no, I don't really know whether that's like through
Friend of a friend or something like
Yeah.
that.
I don't want to get to
Tell me how
what that tells me though.
Yeah, what does it tell you?
It tells me that I'm doing something right.
Okay, what do you mean?
Like, there's always some good people that people hate on that they haven't met.
Yeah, it's true.
And
Because maybe you're doing something that they want to do, or you have something that they want to have.
yeah, that's usually the case.
Yeah, yeah. How does it help you?
How does social media help?
Yeah, how does it help you?
Oh, well,
How does
like,
Snapchat help you? How does chatting help you? How does Insta help you? How's all the DMs? It's a lot, bro.
it definitely helps with communication a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah.
Communicating with like practices, game,
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or, you know, advertising
yeah, yeah.
or that. But since I'm an athlete, it definitely helps me with getting recruited, like platforms on X, or,
Yeah.
Huddle.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
You can, reach out to college coaches, for hope to play the next level.
Yeah.
And social media is definitely a big part of getting exposed to those people.
What's Do you think you have an addiction where sometimes it does control you?
Yeah, I'd say it definitely gets the best of me at most times, or not most times, but somewhat. Like, you know, there will be drama going on, whether that's in a group chat or just one on one with somebody. Uh, Emotions can definitely get high, and some stuff you say is, stuff that you wouldn't want to say that you
In person,
Yeah, like
people get tough on the key.
people getting tough over the screen. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Has anyone ever been tough with you on the screen that they see you and
yeah, all the
they're like,
time.
I'm sorry, bro.
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. It's fine.
That's cool. Do you feel like you're always being watched or judged on social media? And then, yeah, do you feel like you're being watched or judged on social media?
I don't. I don't feel like I'm being watched. No, judged. One in a million.
Damn, that's a pretty strong statement there, bro. You don't think anyone's looking to be like, that dude, come on, bro.
I mean, we'll bring down the one, like 150.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. To 1 in a billion. That's funny.
Yeah.
How does that affect how you show up for people? So, you got this Instagram life, you've got your Snap life, you have your X, whatever other social media platforms. Social media. When you show up in the world, how do you show up? Is it the same? Is it different? Is it less hype, more hype? Is it the same? What is it?
Um, I feel like away from social media, in person, I feel like, sometimes it can be different. Sometimes it can be the same. Sometimes it could be like different as in worse.
Yeah.
But like,
Do you feel if somebody looks at your social media, they know you?
Most times I say,
Yeah.
like,
What will they learn? If they just said, tell me about Mason, they looked at his social media, is that a depiction of who you are? Or is it just your better moments? Or is it your, because some people on social media, bro, they just be like, keyboard warriors, pray for me. I can't tell you what I'm saying, right?
yeah,
If, hey, I'm down in the dumps and, hey, pray for me, help me. When they look at your social media, is that who you are can someone get to know you on social media?
I wouldn't say social media completely brings out who I am. I mean, like my Instagram, see a bunch of sports posts, baseball, football, some other stuff that I've had. Snapchat, I mean, same thing we might have with like a story or snaps to send. Doesn't really bring out.
That's not that's not your whole life.
No,
But what we see on social media, truly, do you think you're depicting a real life of what you're going through or what things you're experiencing?
there's some stuff that I don't post on doing, like vacations. I don't really like posting vacations.
Really? How come? That's that's good. It's like
Smile, but instantly.
divorce dad. The divorce dad. If you guys
That picture will never be. That will never be.
if you guys don't know what a divorced dad photo is, it's when guys take pictures of the face up close. They're like
Great face, like a little, with like something in the back.
yeah. Anyway, why don't you like posting about vacations?
I just like to have fun, with the people that I know. I don't be all focused on social media or having to take this picture for.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather enjoy it for myself rather than showing people what I'm doing.
Damn, that's different. I never really heard that from you. I respect that now. Maybe I won't even ask for your picture now. No, I guess that's why I know it's kind of like, hey, let's all take a picture. You're like, oh, come on, really? Right? It's not because you don't want to take the pictures. Because
It's just because I like to be in the moment.
Cool. I like that. Yeah, that's original. What's something adults don't realize about growing up online? So you're just growing on social media. You're growing up with all the social media. Like I didn't have that stuff, bro. Barely had a dial-up modem when I first started. I don't think I had any technology. You grew up in the technology age. What's something adults don't know about that?
Technology can definitely take an emotional toll on you, for sure. There's always videos of like, some people trying to advertise their their gym exercises or equipment, or just like vlogs showing people like their daily life, and that basically like people watching that. I think it gives them an example of who they want to be and who they don't want to be. Like, always there's always like some gym video on For You page.
Yeah.
They're like Instagram or TikTok or all that.
Yeah.
And it's some of them kind of inspire me. Others, it's just like, this is stupid.
It's stupid. So what platform do you spend the most time on? Or do you value the most out of TikTok?
That I value the most?
So you value the most, yeah.
One that I value the most for sure is Twitter.
Okay.
Because it's the main page you get recruited on.
Yeah.
But the one that I spend most time on, either Snapchat or Instagram, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not really a big guy on TikTok.
If you had to give up TikTok, Instagram, or Snapchat, which one would you give up?
TikTok. No. I'd say Snap.
You would give up Snap?
Give up Snap.
Really?
Yeah.
With as popular Snap as, huh? You keep TikTok and Instagram instead of Snap?
Yeah.
Why would you give up Snap?
And you can get everyone's contact.
Yeah.
And, some people have people on Snapchat that they don't know. Maybe that's uncomfortable to you. You don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like deleting Snapchat will also like make you better as a person. It lifts like a huge stress off your back or shoulders. Yeah. And that's because, there's a lot of not so good things that people share online. And
that's the last question I'll ask you about this. And I want you to be honest. Has a pred or someone crazy, a predator, or somebody ever tried to coerce or start a conversation with you?
Surprisingly, no,
Yeah.
but I know that happens to a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
A lot of people my age, especially.
Yes.
You know, you have guys or girls talking that are like what mid 20s,
Yeah.
late 30s
Yeah.
that are trying to talk to kids that are like 16 to 17 years old.
Yeah.
And Snapchat is definitely one of those platforms that you could easily do that on. Cause you know, on your normal phone, you can just get people's numbers.
Yeah.
And when you don't have people's numbers, you can't reach out to them in any way.
Yeah. True.
But on Snapchat, it's literally just add somebody, they add you back.
Oh man. And it could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
You don't even know who it is.
I mean,
It could be some 28-year-old picture that's a 75-year-old man,
mhm.
right? And so, okay, really easy to hide behind. Okay, we'll leave technology there. Um, Section 4 is relationships and trust. This is where I want to show the human side of Gen Z.
Mm.
Um, who do you trust the most and why?
Who do I trust the most? Like, does it have to be like,
It could be whatever you say. It could be anything you say. Nothing is wrong.
uh, might be a little biased, but I definitely trust you a lot.
I mean, I appreciate that. I do. Outside of your parents, how about that? Let's make it easier so there's no mom and dad here. Who do you trust the most?
Uh, I'm gonna leave family out of it for right now.
Yeah,
I'm really
leave family.
thinking of,
And you don't have to say the name. You could even say, you know, this is hard. I know, right? This gives insight into your mind. People are going to say, wow, if you had to talk with somebody today about a major problem and just say we weren't available, who would you go to next? Or you work on something and you need it done. You know somebody's going to back you up. Who would that person be trust?
I'd probably be my friend that I'm starting the business with.
Okay. Why do you trust that person so much?
I mean, his family loves me.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
you know, his little brothers, his little sister,
Yeah.
they all love me. His parents treat me like I'm their own son.
Yeah.
Every time I'm over there,
Yeah.
I always feel welcome.
Yeah.
But my friend, he's always there for me. Uh, he knows when I'm down and when I'm not.
Yeah.
He knows what I really want. I know what he wants.
Yeah. That's cool.
And I just think having trust with him is the biggest thing.
Yeah. That's cool. Um, who? What does respect look like to you?
Respect. We'll just start with the basics. Just being nice, you know, introducing yourself or, you know, taking care of something or someone without having to be asked. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Also just
Because
being open.
different people like to be respected different ways.
Yeah.
Like some people like compliments and some people like just a pat on the back every now and then. Some people like their names heard. Some people like to be taken care of. How do people show respect to you? In what way would you like people to say, hey, if you really respect me, you'll do this? Not kiss the ring, right? Like that's what we're talking about.
Like if I respect somebody else,
Okay, so how do you want to show respect to somebody then?
always being open to them.
Yeah.
You know, following what they want from me.
Yeah.
Um, show that what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a hard question, I know, but
Yeah.
respect is something you just don't sit and talk about all the time. It's just something you do. When people say, man, your son's respectful, what do you think they're talking about? Like, hey, Jay, I met your son. He's so respectful.
Having good manners, I
Yeah.
guess.
What are good manners that 17-year-olds should do?
That they should do
Yeah.
is not be quiet. Always, you know, they ask you a question, answer it. Don't be like all, you know, they ask you like a question and you answer with 2 or 3 words.
Is that common?
That's very common.
Yeah.
That's super common.
Yeah.
Always like elaborate on it.
My friends, when they talk to you, they're like, man, He shook my hands and he looked right in you, right in the eyes.
That's a little big one, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, having eye contact. You can't just be looking down, you know, answering. It shows that,
Yeah.
you know, I don't, I mean, me personally, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
I just think it's, you know, it's showing that they're either scared in a way.
Yeah. Intimidated,
Yeah, intimidated.
not connecting.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. That's cool. No, I appreciate that. All right. Here we go. Section 5. No, I want to go last question on relationships and trust. All right. What makes you shut down when an adult talks to you?
It makes me shut down.
Yes.
Like, shut
Oh,
down as in,
like just when someone talks to you or people talk to you and you just shut down.
like being, like, just completely quiet.
Yeah, like, oh, man, I don't even want to talk to them.
Uh,
I can tell you one. Here's an easy one that we can ease into this. When I talk to you and I tell you things and I'm really direct to you, you shut down. You know, like, yeah, you like, oh man. Or like when your sisters give you too much grief, you shut down, right? When they, you just shut down. What things make you turned off by people?
By, you know, for me, there's like a point in not talking enough or talking too much. Like, if people are giving me, like I said, 2 to 3 word responses, conversation over.
Yeah, right.
Or, you know, like being like too
Too talkative.
too talkative. I mean, that gets to a point. Like I asked, like a simple, like, do you like blah blah blah?
Yeah.
They'll give me their whole life story. Like if I ask someone, you know, what's your favorite color? They're like, I'm from Miami, Florida, blah blah blah. I grew up around Palm Beach, all this and that. Like just answer like purple or green.
Yeah.
Just something simple.
Fair. That's cool. Let's move on. Section 5 now for sure. Mental health and resilience. Okay. I want you to be honest here. Okay. When things feel overwhelming, what actually helps you?
Music.
Yeah.
So is a big one.
You got your Beats headphones now.
Beats.
So okay. Give me an example of when things get heavy and overwhelming and how that helps you.
You know, school can get hard. You get a lot of work. You're overwhelmed by the amount of work that you have to do.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you've had a bad day of practice. It stays with you for a long time.
Yeah.
I think, you know, like listening to music that you really like can take your mind off of it or like help you get it done or over with.
Yeah. I always get that.
Yeah. Also, just like having the relationships with people, you know, having good conversation with them or asking them for help.
Yeah.
Or just,
So asking for help actually helps.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is asking for help a sign of weakness?
Asking for help.
Yeah, if you ask people like, man, Mason, you must be weak. You asking for help.
What's so weak about asking for help?
Right? See, it's crazy. Here's what I'll tell you.
All you want to do is get better.
Right. Here's what I'll tell you. Most people my age or a lot of people think when you ask for help that it's a sign of weakness. Isn't that crazy?
That I don't understand.
Yeah, that's good. I hope you never, ever understand that because that's good that you think that way. So if you ever need help, son, you know you can ask me and mom. I always want you to ask for help. You know what I mean? Help yourself first.
Yeah.
But then if you need help, ask us for help. We talked about this. Do people your age talk about mental health openly or is it still hard?
It's hard. Yeah, for most kids. You know, some people you don't know are going through stuff until, you know, something happens or
Our 17-year-old's judgy. Is he judgy?
Yeah.
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 Compare most stuff.
Oh yeah, that's another big thing. Comparison is also another thing that destroys people. Like,
Yeah.
no, people want to be like them, and then they compare themselves to them
Do you ever catch yourself comparing yourself to people?
all the time.
Okay.
All the time.
Yeah.
You know, like one of my friends who's 6'4", 290.
Yeah. Okay.
A hell of a football player.
Yes.
Solid thrower in track and field.
Yeah.
You I wish, I always like, he's so strong, he's so big. I wish I had his height.
But remember, you were 120 pounds at one time,
No, I know.
and now you are
215.
215,
Yeah.
and you bench what?
315.
And you deadlifts what?
That I don't know because of my back.
Oh, okay, because you should be careful on that, right?
Yeah.
But but now,
I can squat a little bit.
yeah. But Yeah, what are you squatting?
415.
Okay, go back to your 120-pound self. How old were you?
Uh,
Eighth grade?
I'd probably say like, yeah, eighth grade.
I think eighth grade is fair to say.
Grade. Going into freshman year, I think I was 165, 135.
What would your junior self say now to the freshman self?
I like this question. I love this question.
You tell me why I love it. Tell me.
I just think it's a great thing to reflect upon.
Yeah.
Things that you could have done differently, things that you're proud of. I think that's a big thing. So I tell my freshman self a couple things. Definitely don't deduct the gym, and that's a big part.
Yeah.
Be open to those new people that who have surrounded you.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to those of you who are not familiar with. Be ready because school actually matters.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Once you get to high school, school starts to get real.
Yeah.
But that's the way to say it.
What do you wish adults would do more of when it comes to supporting young people? What do you wish? Like, man, I wish these older people would do that. I wish adults would do this.
Sometimes I wish adults would not be like all rude to like, other people's kids. So that's a big thing on sports. Like,
What do you mean rude to other people's kids? Like during games?
I hear parents yelling at other people just for doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I just think it's stupid. I think they should just keep doing what they're doing and not have anyone in the background, especially a parent,
Yeah.
uh, saying some BS.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think, yeah, like I said, they should just do what they should do.
Talking junk on other kids, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to talk to your kid in sports. It's another thing to ridicule other kids in sports.
And I witnessed that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was there. Trust me. I know. What about the underdogs? There are kids that can't defend themselves. There are kids who are bullied, and there are kids who are special needs. There are kids who don't have friends. Do you know any of those kids?
Uh,
Or when you see a kid like that, what do you think?
People don't really get bullied, but there's definitely some that, are less open, a little like scared in a way.
Yeah.
Uh, Kind of blanking on what to say.
Do you think about them, or is that just in the background? Is there a conscious effort now? Because I can tell you, 20 years ago, it was normal for kids to get bullied, right? It was part of it 30 years ago. Not normal, but it was pretty prevalent. And now you're saying there's an awareness about bullying. But when you see someone getting bullied, what do you do? Do you say anything? Do you pull away? How does it make you feel?
I would definitely say something for sure.
Have you ever?
I think once in elementary school,
Yeah.
uh, I saw some kid getting, torn apart by words from
Yeah.
other people. I went over to those guys, told them to stop and to, leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Then they came back on me,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just a whole thing. But the thing that I'm proud of is that I got them to get their attention away from him. And, that's what I really want.
Yeah.
Is for, stress and other things to be lifted off of other people's shoulders. And I would be glad to take that for them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot to take on. That's a lot to take on, you know. I appreciate that. Again, I mean, you just never know until we have conversations like this. And, you know, last section, and we'll be done. The future. Okay. What are you hopeful about when it comes to this world, even, bro? Like with all the crazy crap going on. This world is crazy right now.
Yeah.
But what are you most hopeful about?
Like for myself or others,
For yourself first.
I'm just hopeful that I get a good education, get a good job, like working real estate with you and mom.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Really, I never never knew this.
You know?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and
Right.
also, just playing some nice college sports.
Okay.
You're hopeful about,
Okay.
whether that's football or baseball, whichever one comes first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like to play some nice sports. But enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah. What scares you about growing up or becoming an adult?
Taxes.
You
No,
don't even hesitate.
no, but you know,
Because you're not going to be 17 forever.
I know that sucks, but
It does.
yeah, it does. Um, I think one of the things that scares me is, you know, like I'm not completely like sold on what I want to do yet.
Okay. So you're not decided.
I'm
There's
not
You
decided.
don't know what you want to be when you grow up.
I have ideas, but I don't know yet.
Sure. What are some of your ideas? Throw it out there.
Real estate agent,
Okay. What else?
you.
Yeah.
I
Well, remember, we're locked and focused. What do you talk to me about all the time?
always talk about football,
Yeah.
but
What about football? Put it out there. I want to teach you to manifest this and to put out what you want. Just because you get it or don't get it, who cares what other people think? What do you want to do with football?
either go into like a good athletic career,
Yeah.
or something else sports related,
Yeah.
like marketing for sports,
Yeah.
or being a broadcaster,
Yeah.
or
You haven't said the three letters yet, though, man, that I'm waiting for. What do you ultimately want to do? It's three letters.
it's 3 letters.
The National Football League. The NFL. You
Is
said
that
professional career. Okay. I guess no. It's okay
it's
to
just like this?
I get it. No, I get it. That's cool.
Yeah,
Well, but what else scares you besides is time going too fast?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Was that scary?
I mean, I've had, definitely I've had some of my friends since kindergarten,
Yeah.
first grade, middle
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Some of my closest have since high school.
Yeah.
Uh, but I think the thing that scares me is, leaving all that behind.
Yeah.
Some of us won't be going to the same college. Some of
Yeah.
us will be.
Yeah. It's true.
Some of us have different plans. Some want to go move out of state.
Yeah.
Some want to move out of the country.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, I'm 55 and you're 17.
Mhm.
There's a whole lot of age in between there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's a lot of years. So if you're 55 years old one day and now you're talking to your 17-year-old son, what advice would you give to your 17-year-old son?
I've said it so many times. Be open. Take the opportunities that you have while you have them. Don't pass up on anything. Be willing to work hard.
Yeah.
Don't shy away from anything. Just enjoy these years while they last.
Yeah.
Because the upcoming ones are probably going to be your hardest.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It does get any easier.
Yeah.
Almost landing this sucker right here. If you could tell adults one thing about your generation, one thing about your generation, what would it be?
One thing. Uh, they're still good in us. They're still good in us. Some people can be a-holes.
Yeah.
But, a lot of us have some good in us.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. No question there. What do you want people to understand about you, not as a teenager, but as a person?
I'm willing to work hard. I know what's wrong and what's right. Uh, it's kind of a good question.
Yeah. What do they want? Hey, someone doesn't really know you. What do you want them to know you for?
Um, I just want to be the best version of myself. And whether that comes from hard work or just being respectful.
Yeah.
Um, and I just want to influence other people like, positively. Like I want people to look up to me. I want people to understand that, you know, when you're at rock bottom, uh, the only way you can go is up. And I just want them to understand that, they're never alone. And there's always going to be somebody to pick you back up.
Yeah.
Someone or something.
Yeah, that's true. Man, this was a heavy conversation, bro. This is probably the longest we've ever spoken about all these things.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I hope you did. I definitely did. This is a gift for me, you know. This will stay with me forever. So really appreciate you guys joining us today. Look for more podcasts with Mason and I. I think I really found a podcasting partner, and I hope you'll join me again about other things. Seriously, bro. All right. Thanks for joining us on Connection.
Thanks for tuning in to The Connection. It's been a fantastic journey exploring stories, insights, and inspirations that bridge our lives. Remember, every connection has the power to transform. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Your feedback keeps us going. In this connected world, let's make meaningful connections that enrich lives. Now, signing off until next time. The Connection. Keep connecting and let's go.